Hello guys, this is Prayog. So today we are going to discuss the importance of testing in delivering any product, right? So as you might see, the heading here is the introduction to software testing. So eventually we'll come to that, but initially I want to discuss with you guys, why do we need testing, right? In delivering any particular product. Now, the product can be any product, it could be either the software product or it could be either the non software product, right? Now, I want to discuss one thing, right? Why do we need testing at all while in delivering any particular product, right? So, if we say the simple answer is right, if we don't if we don't do the testing, right, in delivering any particular product, then we cannot be sure of the quality of that product, right? So let me give you one simple example. So let us take one simple example of a car, right? Now car is made up of various components, right? It could be the steering, it could be the handbrake, it could be the accelerator, it could be many other different softwares too present in the car, right? Now let's say the handbrakes of the car, they are not tested properly, right? There were certain defects, right? They were not working properly, handbrakes, but still they decided not to consider this as a very serious defect, and they go on producing this car, right? Now car is also delivered to the end user, that is the customer, right? Now let us say we have bought that car, right? Now let us say we are climbing a mountain, right? We are into the picnic and we are driving our car into a sloppy surface, right? Now since the surface is quite sloppy, we'll have to park the car also in that sloppy surface, right? In that case, now let's say handbrakes are not working. You certainly realize handbrakes are not working, right? You have bought a brand new car, handbrakes are not working, right? Now whoever might be the manufacturer of that car, you will certainly feel really, really bad because you have spent a lot of money, you have bought a car, and now you realize certainly that the handbrakes are not working. Right? Now it could actually risk your life, right? Because you might think that handbrakes are working. Oh, this is a new car, handbrakes might be working, right? But handbrakes are actually not working, right? And it could also damage the other car which is parked next to you, right? So this is a simple example, right? Why testing is necessary, right? Now the similar case it applies to the software as well, right? Now as you know, software is used everywhere nowadays. Sorry, everywhere nowadays, right? Be it the educational industry, it could be the aviation industry, it could be the automobile industry, it could be the medical industry. Everywhere software is used, right? It is used everywhere. You pick any industry and software is used there, right? No industry is exempted from using the software. It is used everywhere, right? So similarly, if you say, so calculator, if we take the example of a simple calculator application, right? So calculator application, it is also made up of several components, right? Be it the addition, division, multiplication, right? And the subtraction, obviously, right? Now let's say this calculator application is a software, right? It is not developed properly. It is not, I mean, it is not tested properly, right? Now you will say, oh, this is a simple calculator application, but no, this is a software and it has to be tested properly because let's say you are calculating something, right? Some really complex calculations. You are the head of a very big company and you want to make the salary of your employees, right? Now you calculate everything, but you certainly realize that this calculation is not correct, right? What will happen? Right? It would be a financial issue. It would really cause a financial issue and it would damage the image of your company. And in future, you will never hand the project of developing software to this particular company, IT company, right? So this is a simple example. Why do we need the software testing, right? Certainly, I could give you one or two more examples too, right? Now, you all might be or might not be using the banking application, right? Nowadays, we do all use the net banking application, right? Certainly, let's say I am giving you one simple example. Let's say the login functionality, right, of the banking net banking application is not tested properly, right? Anyone is able to easily crack the password, even though password is incorrect. Let's say user is able to log in into the net banking application, right? Nowadays, as you know, right, we can log in using the mobile number too by entering the username as a mobile number, right? Now, certainly many people might be knowing your mobile number, right? If he or she knows your mobile number and let's say he is able to view your bank account, right? How many money you have in your bank account and all the things he knows now, right? So that is why the software testing is very, very important, right? It is very, very important at each level, right? Let me give you one another example. In an airplane nowadays, right? Also in the cockpit, they use those various software to drive the plane correctly, right? Now let's say the in the cockpit, the software is not tested properly, right? It is not tested properly, right? So you are in the middle of the air and now the software is not tested properly, so it is not working correctly, right? It is showing the incorrect result, right? Now there are several passengers in the airplane, right? It could risk the lives of several passengers who are sitting in the airplane, right? So this is why software testing is very, very important, right? We need to thoroughly test any software before delivering it to the end user, right? Now let us go with the definition. What is the software testing, right? So software testing is verifying the developed software against the actual user requirements and finding the errors or bugs in the developed software, right? Now to simplify this definition, right, let us take again the same example of calculator. And let's say uh, we take the example of addition module, right? We will deliver only the addition module, right, in the next month. Now let's say the user requirements are 1 plus 1 equal to 2, right? And you need to adhere to the user requirements, right? So let's say 1 plus 1 equal to 2 is the user requirement, right? If we test this particular functionality and if 1 plus 1 equals 2, then our software functionality is working correctly and it could be delivered to the end user, right? But let's say instead of 1 plus 1 being 2, 1 plus 1 equals 3, then in that case, that is a bug, guys, right? So we need to fix this issue, right? We need to fix this issue in the developed software. Now let's say here if we eliminate testing, then what will happen? 1 plus 1 equals 3 will be delivered to the client and it will damage the reputation of the IT company in which you are working, right? So that is why software testing is very, very, very important, right? So it is necessary to ensure the developed software is bug free, right? And the software it behaves in the way it is intended to be, right? So as I mentioned in the previous example, right? 1 plus 1 is has to be equal to 2, right? Because that is the user requirement, right? Has it been the case if 1 plus 1 equals 3 is the user requirement, then you need to develop such software. Even though you develop software wherein 1 plus 1 equals to 2 and it doesn't match with the user requirement, then that is a bug according to the user requirement. So one thing we need to keep in mind, always we need to develop a product which is in demand by the user, right? If user demands, user has a such requirement wherein 1 plus 1 equals 3, then it has to be like that, right? Right? So it is like that. So that is why software testing is very, very necessary. Now guys, I want you, all of you who are watching this video, I want you to list down some uh, uh, examples wherein it depicts why software testing is necessary, right? Why software testing is necessary. So before wrapping up this video, I would like to again revise this definition. Why do we need the software testing, right? So software testing is verifying the developed software against the actual user requirements and finding errors or bugs in the developed software, right? And it is, why do we need it? So it is necessary to ensure that the developed software is bug free and the software it behaves in the way it is intended to be, right? So that is very much necessary, right? Always remember guys, testing is needed everywhere. As I gave you the example of a car, right? What if the handbrakes are not working, right? So it is the quality which matters and it is needed everywhere, right? So in the subsequent video, right, we are going to discuss more such topics wherein we'll discuss everything related to the software testing, right? So do like this video if you really liked this video. Do write in the comment section if you have any issues with the content and if you have obviously any suggestions, and write in the comment section which kind of videos you like to see, right? So this is what it was. So today we discussed why testing is needed overall, why software testing is needed, right? So I hope you liked this video and do write in the comment section why software testing is necessary according to you and why testing is necessary as a whole, right? So do subscribe this channel, right? Thank you so much guys for watching. This is Prayog. See you in the next video.